Hey, welcome back to the Dancing Oracle with Najia. I am doing my third and final celebrity reading for the year. The lovely Keanu Reeves. I promised a career reading. He is my birthday twin, so I'm doing it on the first one I did on my birthday, our birthday, and I'm just finishing up the third one a couple days later. And I hope you enjoy them and comment. Um, like, subscribe, hit the like button and subscribe. And if you want to be notified about other types of readings, I'll be doing a lot this year. I have a lot planned, but I thought I'd kick off the year, my birthday, and rejoining my channel with my birthday twin, Keanu. So I am going to, as usual, do a little bit more cleansing of the cards because I just finished the love reading for him. And so definitely wanted to get that up this week during the birthday week uh, before I start my collective readings, the readings that people can tune in and get advice for. So they tend to work out pretty well, you know. So I hope you'll enjoy what's coming up as well as some of my interviews. And eventually, if I can get some live music in my studio, I will do some dancing for you, moving some energy, because I am the dancing oracle. So anyway, we're ready for the lovely Keanu career reading. And so I do depend on his fans to give me some validation here about is what I'm saying true? Because I don't have him to say, hey, does this resonate with you? Um, so I'm just trying to tune into his energy. Normally, I speak to somebody and I tune into their voice and I connect over the phone. Sometimes I'll actually pull a card before the reading to see if I get an overall vibe before I even speak to them and see if it's feeling right, you know? But I'm getting a feeling. Let me just do some more shuffling. I'll show you my shuffling because you might think I actually have them placed. I heard some other people on different channels, some of the comments were like, you put the cards there. And I know like Ellie, there's this wonderful reader, Ellie Dreams Down Under. I love watching her. And she'll always say, oh, the cards are listening. God, I almost feel like this is the one that starts it. Wow. Well, that would be a career card for sure. Let's see. Let's see if this is making sense because I kind of got the urge to stop pretty quickly. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. We shall see. We shall see from his fans if this is making any sense. In his career. God, legal. I don't know, man. Wow. What's going on in the here and now? I'm just curious what's in the here and now. This is like hard stuff. I don't know, but I got the urge to stop, you know? I got the urge to stop shuffling and lay them out. So I'm just going to go with trusting that. Um, and so there's some type of delay in the offer, or this is the Ace of Pentacles. And this would normally signal a new beginning in the career, something really wonderful, good investment. This is like a deficiency, like excessive spending, a lack of planning, career-wise, in relation to money. So I don't know if he is producing anything. So if he's laying money out for something, um, there could be difficulty. And then what the obstacle is justice. So I don't know if there's any like legal issues going on. Who knows, with contracts, there could be like legal issues going on um, as an obstacle, you know? Because usually justice is good, like, you'll get, your good karma back. But when it's in the obstacle, it's like it's saying that things aren't going well and that this is impeding the money coming in. The money is the big money involved with a new start is having it's flying around, is having some difficulties. So with the justice reversed, it's like really saying that. And this is number 11, so that's like a master number, but it also has a lot to do with the number 2, which is like a partnership number. So I wonder if there is an issue with that partnership and career. Anyway, there's a conflict over, finding that balance, because it's all about the scales of justice and finding balance. Um, there seems to be an imbalance going on, like some type of unfair treatment. Um, maybe like someone's not being truthful about something in his work world. So we'll just say that in his business dealings. So there's some issue in his business dealings where someone is not being truthful. And all right, so conscious thoughts is, I believe this came out in the original reading, the Magician Reversed. Some, it's also a major arcana card like the Justice card. He had a lot. His last reading was half major arcana, which is very telling. That these are really important issues, a major change in his life, major problems coming up. So this is the inability to manifest what you want. And there's something going on with, again, mistrust. There's mistrust going on in his career. And I don't know what that is. Again, I do rely on the comments. This is the Magician card, like it's a number 1 card. In the upright position, it means you can manifest anything you want, like career-wise. You can do anything. You have all the tools, all the power, all the self-confidence, everything. But in the reverse, there's a lot of delay. It there's a lot of insecurity. There's things things not working out. They're not able to manifest. In the subconscious, we got a lot of conflict. Fives are always challenge cards. They're always conflict. And these are swords. And swords have a lot to do with communication and words, cutting things, cutting feeling. This, whatever is going on, it's a little bit of a verbal battle, perhaps, like a verbal battle, something in communication. And it involves change. It involves a lot of change because it's a 5, and you see the stormy clouds. You see some people are battle worn and just walking away, and the other one's just like, I'm going to take what I can, sword wise. And So I don't know what's going on, but there is definitely a conflict in the subconscious. In the subconscious, it's really having a hard time. So, hangman. So something has been, some project needed a new perspective. So this is the hangman. It looks kind of uh serious, like you'd be delayed. There is a certain amount of delay, but it's the type of delay that you want to take. You're just like saying, oh, before we go any further. So this is something that has recently happened in the past, or it's just in the past, that perhaps Keanu was taking a time out and trying to see things from a different perspective, so that the hangman is like trying to see things in a different way, trying to say, what is the real picture here? Maybe when you're an artist, I'm an artist, right? So I draw. And a lot of times when you're doing a drawing and you're working on it too long, you can't really see the drawing that well. Like you can't get a clear picture of it because you're so close to it. You're so up close to it and you're working on it. So a lot of artists, the teachers always say, like, well, turn it upside down and look at it. Is anything out of proportion? Is it doing crazy stuff? It should look balanced upside down. Okay. So again, you're taking this whole reverse perspective to see clearly, and then you put it back, upright again. So this is something wise he would have done career wise, is to like take a little step back and say, hey, how does this picture really look? um and then there in the near future there's a rebirth. So this looks pretty ominous. It's the death card. um but it's a chance for someone to empower themselves, and they've obviously gone through something, right? Because they've gone through a death. They're going through a death in this in the near future. They're going through something. Something has to fall away, but it's something that's meant to fall away. It's something that's saying, this is not working out. This is not working out. And this is a positive card because it's saying you're going to rebirth something creatively, or within yourself, or within your career. It's saying, okay, took some time out, rebirth, okay? After the big battle, with battles going on in the subconscious, is like this is getting to, this is perhaps wearing him down, and he had to take a time out because things weren't manifesting the way he wanted, and the money isn't going in the right direction, right? It's fallen out of the hands. It's fallen out. It's not coming in from the clouds and heaven gifting it to you. It's fallen out. It's fallen. It's not doing so well. And it's not, it's getting wasted. So, anyway, the rebirth has to happen in the near future. So, that's a good sign. Okay. It's a good sign. Um, how people see him, uh, they see him as just and fair and truthful, and he has a certain feminine energy in that, like, fairness, like it's not like it's a soft, soft, and he says what he means, and he's truthful, and he's fair. Okay, so nothing harsh. It's not the masculine energy. So that's how he also sees that's how he sees himself. He's in the right. Okay, that's the card that represents Keanu and how he sees himself. And then his environment is very similar to what we've been seeing so far. So the Seven of Pentacles is like everything he's been building up on, whatever this project is. It's been a battle in the subconscious that's always like gnawing at him. everything that's been building up is futile. It's not worth the effort. I mean, if it were upright, he'd be like, oh well, it's taken a long time, but at least I built all this up. And now it's just like for naught, for naught. It's just not working out. There, the environment that he is in, right? The environment of this money issue that he in career that he is in, it has immense slow progress and procrastination. There's just something going on above it that has a lot of conflict, and it's affecting everything that's gotten built up, and it can't like get that birth yet. He holds out. He holds out hope for this hope and fear card to manifest things on his own. So this one is the Nine of Pentacles, and nines are independent cards. So I like to have my little lights in the background, so let me move over. I can't help the set designer in me from my past job as a set designer. Like whatever, Um, anyway, so this is the card of doing it on your own and being secure within yourself financially and abundant. And there's a little bit of intuition with the bird, the animal, spirit friend, and knowing how to handle things. So there's a like he may be thinking like above it was the hangman. He took some time out to think about what's been going on with this career stuff. And he's like, you know what? Maybe some things I can handle on my own, especially financially. Um, I can do things. I can do it. He can do it. Maybe there was a project that wasn't working out with other people. Who knows? But he needs to um, find a way to make it happen on his own. And then the final outcome is another nine card. It's a major arcana. It's the Hermit. And the Hermit is seeking enlightenment and seeking answers. It's also a timeout card. It's a timeout like the Hangman, but in a different way. So the Hermit kind of retreats from the world, right? Also takes a step back and climbs up the mountain with his lantern to get a higher perspective. So this is another type of perspective card. In the recent past, it shows that Keanu like kind of shifted things at another viewpoint in the Hangman. And in the future, it shows him again getting another vantage point after much soul searching, right? Because this is not just shifting the perspective of getting a higher vantage point, but really soul searching and kind of withdrawing within, retreating within to really listen to the intuition and find that light inside and get a better idea of what's really going on. And this is related to the card above it, the death card, where there's like a rebirth. There's some aspect of him being rebirthed, most likely creatively. He's a very creative person, and he has many talents, like his birthday twin. I've worn many hats as an artist. So anyway, he has multiple talents. I mean, I think most people know him for his movies, but he's got all kinds of stuff going on. Because I've seen him on talk shows. It's like amazing, all the fit projects he's got. So in the here and now, he's got another nine card. He's like guarding it all, right? He's just like another nine doing it on my own kind of card. And he's holding down, you know, he's holding his boundaries. He's like protecting his creation. See, those are um wands with very fertile very fertile leaves growing out of them. And they're about your passion and your creativity, and he's an artist, so this would totally make sense that he's protecting something artistically, that he's put a lot of passionate you know a lot of passion in here. And so he's trying to set his boundaries and say, don't cross the line here, you know and he, again, it's like him doing it on his own. So we have a lot of nines. How many nines do we have in this? It's like the Hermit, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have this so far, and we have another five card of conflict. So this is the bottom of the deck, so that's like the here and now. Pick a few cards. So we have the Five of Wands, and this is kind of like it's a fight, but it's not a battle to the death. It's like competition. So they're doing more of a sport, right? So they're fighting in like a competitive way, like I want to win, I want to win. So there's some competition and change going on here. And again, we had that in the subconscious, but this one's more of a battle, like it's too much. And then again, very similar feeling of the isolation that we've seen in the Hermit card. There's a similarity in the cloak and the feeling, but this one is the Five of Cups. Again, he's got another five. He's got a lot of change. He's got, excuse me, I'm so itchy. It's like, I've gotten so many bites from mosquitoes, or skeeters, as my little nephew calls them, skeeters. So got a lot of skeeter bites everywhere. Um, so this is the Five of Cups, right? And there's like a lot of sadness over the loss of three of the cups are spilled. And this is something that he would have put his heart into, because these are the cups. So he would have put his love, his heart into. And he's just having a lot of like sadness and regret over it. But he still has two cups. He still has like good stuff. He still has some good stuff he can salvage out of whatever he's working on. And we also have a lesser sense of illumination. Like there's still like happiness and joy within his life, but in this work life, career life, but there's like a little bit of disappointment. It's like a lesser sense of joy, because we would have loved this to be upright, you know? So, it's just some of the lights being diminished right now in his career. I mean, artistically, it's always an issue as an artist. There's so much you have to fight for to birth your art in the world. Let me pull some other oracle cards, because there's a quickie reading, but I like to pull some oracles just to see what else the universe might have to say about all this. I have I already cleansed the cards first time, but can't find the top of the box, but it's the Dreamscape Oracle. Here's the book for it. And I just ring the bell. Little sound vibration. It's another one. to change the energy. So, anyway, I want to send some positive thoughts to Mr. Reeves. Send some positive energy for his career, because I know all your fans really love his endeavors that he's brought and birthed to the world. He has a lot of cool projects, and I don't get to see them. I mean, I've heard him talk on shows about them, but I think his comic book thing, and I don't know, books, all kinds of things, and what else did I see? I mean, besides the movies, and he's a musician, so there's a lot of cool things he's brought to lift people up, right? Artists lift up the world, right? So I kind of was guided to pick, oh, this makes sense, because he had a balance issue in the other readings. So this is a card called Balance, right? And oracle cards always get read by the book. Well, for the most part. I could just look at the image and see what I decipher. But I am going to respect the author. Where's my glasses? I'm going to respect the author of these cards and read the meaning that was used for this card. And they're really pretty cards. I mean, they're kind of like Art Nouveau style. Love Art Nouveau, right? So for some reason, they're not alphabetical. Like, the only thing I don't like about this is, like, you have to find out where to read this. Normally B would be in the beginning, so you have to find, okay, now this one is on page 39. So I would say, if you like the look of this card, think about, oh my God, it's a pain in the butt to find the card meaning. You have to memorize them all. So anyway, I'll read about Keanu finding his balance, okay? So it says, the idea of balance, the idea of a binary is a human concept, okay? So talking about balance, the idea of a binary is a human concept. We contain both one and another inside our genetic makeup. Balance sits outside of this duality, okay? They follow their vibration, their own story. They can often be positive, revealing the good that sits inside us all. They can be also gloomy as they give into the dark emotions that lie feral, ooh, waiting to attack. Balance sits somewhere in between. They know what it's like to carry both sides. Balance blends the best and worst, presenting us all a new opportunity to experience the whole of creation. So the meaning, they say, is to look for the positive in the negative, to temper your emotions. So that's some advice. I guess because things aren't going so well, you kind of look for that silver lining that's happening. Sorry, I'm so itchy. I don't know what is going on with me other than the skeeters from camping and go to the beach. And I also want to pull another oracle from this beautiful deck. This was a gift from my Airbnb guests. This lovely couple came to visit me twice from Florida. And the second time they brought me this gift. Oh, they're wonderful. Anyway, so spirit allies, and excuse me. Wow. All right, I'm feeling this one right here. Don't even have to shuffle. I felt this card. Let's see what it says. Durga. Right? Durga. It's I believe a god an aspect of God in India. So let me get the book and see what it says about this beautiful card, Durga. Okay. All right. This one is labeled very lovely. It says 04. You know where to go, 04. It's so easy. All right. It says in all caps after the word Durga, my energy is worth protecting. So Durga is a deeply revered deity in Hinduism. Durga is referred to as the mother goddess. Oh, goddess. I should have looked closer. Okay. Her name can be translated to fort in relation to her highly protective nature. Durga is often associated with motherhood and is pictured with 8 arms, and each holds a symbolic object. Yeah, so there's it looks like fire, a cup, a conch shell. I have to look up each one, right? Beautiful imagery. Okay. So it's saying, Keanu, your energy may be feeling drained or fragile, and it's important to protect it. Did you see that? By the way, at the bottom of the deck, we had the protection card. Wait, where was that? We're reading it. This one. So we're looking the here and now. Him trying to protect his energy. The wands are your energy, your vitality, your creation, your passion. So here we are having confirmation about that. And it says, anyway, your energy may be feeling drained or fragile, and it's important to protect it. Okay? The stories of Durga's fortifying nature are a reminder of how essential it is to remain steady in your boundaries. Remember I talked about the boundaries in his love reading? So there was an issue there. This doesn't mean you need to shut everyone out. Although there's a lot of 9s and aloneness going on in this reading, which is kind of shutting people out. But rather create conscious relationships with others who will help to lift you up. Okay? Determine what values are important to you and search for others who feel the same. Let's read that again. That sounds important. Determine what values are important to you and search for others who feel the same. I think that would be difficult in Hollywood. Stay vigilant with others who cross your path to be sure you don't energetically feed them more than you need to. Focus on shifting yourself into your ideal vibration and witness how you attract people who align with the aligned version of you. That's very interesting. This is good advice for anybody, not just Keanu. So let's read that sentence again. Focus on shifting yourself into your ideal vibration. And here's the cool part. And witness how you attract people who align with the aligned version of you. So that's a powerful advice statement there. I mean, that is so beautiful. Focus on shifting yourself into your ideal vibration. So rather than fighting and constantly dealing with your boundaries and whatever, just go within, focus on shifting your your own vibration to where you want it to be, and then notice, like you witness, how you attract. Now you'll attract differently, right? Once you've done that, you'll attract people who align with the new aligned version of you. Okay, so the journal prompt at the end is how do I energetically replenish myself? So if somebody's thinking, not just Keanu, but anyone who can relate to that, oh, these lights are crazy. Anyone that can relate to that, if um, you can learn from that. Everyone can learn from each other. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the career reading for Keanu. I might do another one a year from now on my birthday, on our birthdays. So I meant to do them all on September 2nd, but I only did the one on September 2nd. And this and the love reading ran a bit late, but they're out there during the birthday week. And next time, I hope you'll join me on a reading for the collective. So just like I said, that you would get advice from that particular card in Spirit Allies. That was a beautiful, powerful statement. And you can really learn from these kind of messages that might hit you. That one hit me. Maybe because I have the same birthday and I needed to hear it. But you can, during a collective reading, whenever you happen to click on it, or it might show up in your YouTube feed, it's like a message meant for you to listen to. I kind of like that because I like to always look for signs and symbols from the universe, and I like to put them out there for other people. So have a blessed week. The weekend's coming up. I hope it's a good one for everyone. And again, if you know about Keanu and you know read his I don't know if there's social media on him or anything, and let me know if this career uh, reading is making sense to what you already know. Um, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me and tuning in. Bye bye.